Value-added tax, VAT, is a special levy government collects from consumers of goods and services. Nigeria has one of the lowest VAT rates in the world, like Saudi Arabia with 5%, Singapore 7%, and the United Arab Emirates at 5%. African countries like Zambia has its VAT rate at 16%, Kenya 16%, South Africa 15%, and Ghana at 12.5%. However, indices like minimum wage and living standard varies. Nigeria's minimum wage still stands at the lowest out of these countries. In terms of poverty level, about 87 million Nigerians are poor, according to the World Poverty Clock. Former CBN Governor Abiodun Sopitan urged the federal government to reduce the cost of governance, while an economist, Taiwo Ayodeji, said VAT hike will stifle businesses, amongst others.
Well, the issue of revenue generation is what we really need to look at. This government, upon that your research, you should have looked at what those places pay their legislators and pay their ministers and all that. That's where all the money in this country goes into. When you have the budget, where only 20-something% is for capital project and then the remaining 70-something just for consumption.
What are the alternatives in terms of income generation? You also need to look at what is the level of development of the SMEs, the development of the manufacturing sector, the number of jobs that are available.
Noting the ripple effect an increment in VAT will have on Nigerians and businesses, the taxed the government at all levels on investment in agriculture and mineral exploration for added revenue.
Let us stop importation as much as possible. Nigeria has no business importing fuel. We are the 6th, 7th largest producer of crude in the world. Let us refine all our crude in here. There are so many byproducts from this refinery, so which now accrue to us, rather than going to those places where we go there to refine these products. Then we'll create so much employment for our people, both direct and indirect.
So it's a consumption venue, consumption expenditure, it's not an investment expenditure. So we need to look at increasing other form of foreign exchange earnings. Internally generated revenue in form of taxes are good. But even at that, the people must have a source of income to be taxed. Businesses must have a source of profit to be taxed. Now, when you increase VAT, it affects a lot of things.
One of the reasons for VAT increase, according to the finance minister, is so the state can get enough revenue to pay the 30,000 naira minimum wage. Experts argue that the benefit of the increase will be neutralized by the resultant increase in the prices of goods and services. Judith Erenwa for Galaxy News, Lagos.